If you live in a state that doesn't have a state income tax, guess what? You can write off, are you ready for this? Local general sales taxes. Let's just say you're in Florida or Texas, neither of which have a state income tax, which makes it very attractive to move there. So I'm going to show you how you do it. You're going to come over here, and here you are. This is the instructions for Schedule A and itemized deductions. Click up here so you can see the URL. And I'm going to put these URLs in the description. All right. So that's the URL for the instructions. And here is the URL for the PDF form that you have to fill out. All right. So let's go back here. All right. So I'm just going to skip right down to A4. We're going to go to A4. And then you're going to see right here to figure your state and local general sales tax deductions using the tables. So let's just skip right to this calculator. Here it is. IRS.gov sales tax. Click on that. Bam. Here we are. We're in the IRS website. We're just going to go right to this blue thing right here, and we're going to hit Use Sales Tax Deduction Calculator. We're going to click on that. All right, now we're going to go right here, and we're going to put the tax year, which is 2022, right? We're going to go bam. And then we're going to say, okay, if you're single, we're going to click on single. I'm just, if you got 0 dependents, we're going to leave it at 0. And let's say you bought a motor vehicle. All right. Most people have a lease. All right. So we have a lease. It's like a 3-year lease, right? So let's go ahead and click on that. And then I'm going to enter the amount of tax that we paid on it. Now, I looked at my my statement that I get from Subaru, and it showed me having $25 worth of sales tax each month. So if I multiply that times 12, I paid $300 in tax. So I'm going to go ahead and put 300 in there. All right. I.e. truck purchase, description. All right. Enter the taxes paid. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. If I had another motor vehicle, I could click there. Let's say you had 2 cars. You could write off, if you're leasing them, you could write off probably up to $600. Let's say you did some home renovation and you bought $1,000 worth of, well, let's make it even better. Let's say that we bought $5,000 worth of stuff. All right, let's clear this. It's $5,000 to fix something in our house. Let's multiply that times 0.07, which is the sales tax in Florida, and that would have been another $350, let's say. Okay, then let's go ahead and let's click next. Bam. All right, so in here, enter your income. All right, so let's say you made average incomes like $72,000. Let's just put in $72,000. All right, we didn't have any of these things. All right, let's just go ahead and, this is just an example. And let's go ahead and click next. All right, then you lived in your residence the whole time. Let's click that. And then you got to put your zip code in. I'm just going to put a zip code in Florida, Florida zip code. I'm going to confirm that. That's a Delray Beach zip code. And then I'm going to click there. Bam, done. All right, now, sales tax deduction calculator. Based on that, I'm going to have a total sales tax deduction of $1,563.50. So if I go down here and I look at this, decide whether to deduct $1,563.50 of state local sales tax on your total state and local income tax. You cannot deduct both. Well, we don't have a state income tax, so that's what I'm going to have to use, right? Claim the general sales tax deduction. Okay, cool. So if you go down here, it's going to give you all the information. It's got your filing. We were single. We had 0 dependents. We purchased 1 vehicle. We did a home renovation. We made that amount of money. That was our zip code. And based on our zip code, this was, like I said, it's 7%. That was our tax. And so they give us an additional $913 based on our income, plus what we spent on our motor vehicle and our home renovation. Now, if we were going to go ahead and use this, we could go Command C it, and then we could go right over here and we would put it in line 5A and make sure that the box is checked. All right, let's go back though, and let's edit it. Let's say you're not single. Let's say you're married. How about a head of a household? Let's do a head of a household. And then let's say you got 2 kids, all right? And we'll keep everything else the same. So let's go ahead and see if that changes anything. Okay, so now if we're the head of a household, we're married, and we got 2 dependents, bam, we just got another couple $100 on our write-off. Make sure that you fill in everything correctly. This is an example. Depending on what state you live on is going to depend on how much you're going to be able to write off. But I know in Texas and Florida, they don't have state income tax. So this would be a great thing to use to do a deduction. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos where I show you how to do stuff like this. Peace out.